everyone. Welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. If you're new here or you haven't yet, please consider subscribing as it does help us feed all the hungry hippos we have roaming around here. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today we're going to talk about coupons. Coupons is the proper way to say the word, but ever since Ron White's stand-up, I call them coupons. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you probably just think I'm weirdo, but that's okay. We're going to talk about coupons. On eBay Seller Hub, under marketing, go down to discounts. That will bring you to this page here. Over on the top right where it says create discount, the blue button, click it. You'll see a drop-down menu come down. Coupon will be your first choice. These are what we're going to talk about today. This is another free way to market your store, to offer a discount to buyers, to make buyers feel special. A lot of selling, whether you're selling online, in a brick and mortar, used, new merchandise, a lot of it boils down to psychology. I don't have a psychology degree, but I have studied it a lot. Buyers like to get a deal. And I can tell you from a buyer's point of view, I love to get a deal. I could go 6 months and never once purchase, let's say, a Bath and Body Works hand soap. Spooky season rolls around and they know me, I guess. And I start getting $3 soap offers plus get one free shipping. Did I not just buy 8 soaps? I sure did. I can tell you from a buyer's point of view that it works. And I can tell you from a seller's point of view, and having been at this for a couple of years now and experimenting, psychology of a buyer's mind is that they almost want the last word, for lack of a better way to say it. They want the last word. Think about when you're at a garage sale or when a buyer's sending you offers and everybody's bartering and going back and forth. A buyer wants the last word, even if it's a quarter, right? And I've seen sellers get upset over this and say it's the principle of the matter, and they'll lose a sale over like 10 cents. Don't do that. This is another video for another day, but emotions do not belong in your business. You need to be a robot with no emotions. 25 cents is not going to make or break the bank, so take the sale. But how many times has that happened where they will counter offer you just a little bit less? They want that last word. They want to get a deal. They want sales. They want to feel special. And if you're sending newsletters, which we've already covered this week, you can send a coupon and then send a newsletter about said coupon and target specific buyers. You can target buyers who have bought from you before or not in a long time. And you can word your coupon and you can word your newsletter to go with the coupon to make them feel special. Think about the marketing emails and text messages you may get from places you shop at. I get them from, I've already used the example of Bath and Body Works. I get them from our local grocery store here. I get them from Spirit Halloween. I get them from Shaper Mint, which is where I buy my bras. I'll get emails that say, we haven't seen you in a while, or we'd like you back as a customer, and it'll have some really great deal or coupon. And even knowing what I know, being the seller, it almost always sucks me in because I like a deal too. So word your newsletters and word your coupons like that. We would love to have you back as a customer. We haven't seen you in a while. And if you're getting stuck with ideas and you do get marketing emails or text messages from places that you shop at, see what they're saying to you. Before you delete the email, before you unsubscribe from the email, read it, pay attention to it, learn from it, take some wisdom from it, and use it, and write your stuff to sound just like theirs. We can always learn from everything around us and emulate the things that work. These big box stores and these online places would not be sending out these emails and messages with the specific wording they use if it didn't work. So pay attention to them and learn from them. And remember, buyers want a deal. That's the bottom line. Buyers want a deal. Buyers want to feel like they got one over on you. They want the last word. I'm not trying to paint them to be evil monsters, but it's true. They want a deal. So we're going to go over how to do these coupons. You can name your coupon whatever you want. And you can do any code you want. They have suggested coupon codes. I never use their suggested ones. I believe I have a Hippo Hut and a Shop Hippo coupon code out right now. Then you're going to pick if it's public or private. Let me talk about this for a second. A private coupon is one that won't be posted publicly on eBay, but you can share it however you would like. In a newsletter, in feedback, yes, you can. So we have a 20% off coupon set up, and I have automatic feedback set up so that anytime a buyer pays, they get the automated feedback from us. And it says, thank you for shopping. We would love to extend a 20% offer to you on your return. I'm paraphrasing. You know, I should go over that. Feedback. That's it. That's a good video. We'll talk about feedback next week. But yeah, you can set your automatic feedback to say, hey, come back and get 50% off on us or 20% off on us. And then you can put your coupon code in the feedback right there. They may not use it, but somebody perusing their feedback might see that and come to your store and see what you got and use your coupon code. But you can set up one coupon code to be private and you can share it however you want. You can put it in groups, social media, the newsletters, the feedback, anywhere you would like. Now, if you do a public coupon, anyone can find it on eBay and use it. It will actually show up on your listing at the top. So I run a coupon every weekend, and it shows up on the top of our listings. I said I have 2 coupons running at any given time. I have my private one, which is Hippo Hut. That's the one that I put in my automatic feedback and in newsletters and such. It's just a 20% off any one item. It's more to entice people to come back and be a return buyer and buy some more. And then on Friday morning through midnight Pacific time or 3 a.m. Eastern time, I have a coupon running every weekend. That's a public one. And it just shows up on the top of your listing right here where this says save up to 20%. See all eligible items and terms. If you set up a public coupon, this is where it will show up. If you set up a coupon to be 20% off any one item, it'll actually apply automatically and it will show over here in the price and it will show a markdown for the buyer and what their price is going to be at checkout. If you have one set up that they have to purchase 2 or more items to get the deal, then they'll have to click into the see all eligible items and they'll be able to shop here. So I want to talk to you real quick about the coupons that I use from Friday to Sunday. I did an experiment for 6 weeks. 3 different coupons. Each coupon I tried for 2 weekends. I didn't want to just try each coupon for 1 weekend. I wanted to give each one 2 weekends to kind of get a better idea of how they're going to work. So the first time I tried this, I did 20% off any one item, just like my coupon code that I put in my feedback and my newsletters. And it did appear on the top, like I showed you with my listing, and everybody could see it. And we had really good sales both of those weekends. It just applied over here and it took the money off. However, we do run 30% off sales during the weekend. So I felt like that was a little bit too much of a discount, even though our sales went up in volume and we actually did well profit-wise. I don't want to double up like 30% off plus an additional 20% off of only one item. I felt like that was too deep of a discount. So for the next 2 weekends, I had a coupon that was public, showed up here, 20% off any 2 items. And I didn't see an increase in sales. I didn't even match the last 2 weekends that I tried the other coupon. So clearly, 20% off one item, if they're just clicking through and it's being applied, I think is enticing enough. But 20% off 2 items maybe isn't enticing enough. So I decided to go 50% off any 2 items and see what happened. If I felt like we didn't make enough sales, that coupon probably wasn't going to be my best bet either. If we made so many sales and I realized we're having our ass handed to us because it's a big discount. But you know what? It actually worked out that we had 2 of the best weekends of sales we've had in a long time, not only in volume, but overall profit. So it sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot to have an additional 50% off 2 or more items. But I'm going to do the math with you. I paid $6 a pound for my jewelry. We're going to use jewelry as an example. And most necklaces weigh about 2 ounces. So you're looking at 8 pieces a pound. So I'm paying about 75 cents a piece. So $1.50 for 2 necklaces. 2 necklaces that most folks are listing at a lower price than me. Let's be honest. Mine are up for like 20 plus 5 shipping. So that's $50 for the 2 necklaces. They get their 50% off. And they get $7 shipping. We have combined shipping. Oops, I didn't mean to do 32. 25 plus 7 is 32. So $32 for 2 necklaces. I'm still getting 16 a piece. I'm okay with that. I priced really high because the hopes is that someone will always buy something at that really high price. But I know I have the room to do sales like this. So the 2 weekends we did that coupon, we had really great, probably the best sales we've seen since probably last year. I mean, it's been a rough year for a lot of us. We had summer slowdown. The economy's kind of wonky. We're getting into Q4. So it could be that, but I did 3 different coupons, each one for 2 weekends. This one did the best. If you want to emulate this and try it, just make sure you have your items priced high enough to begin with and that your cost of goods is low enough that you're okay with doing this. And you can choose the categories. So you could say only the items that I get for $1 or less. We're going to go through that in a minute. But I wanted to stop here and talk about the 2 different types of coupons they let you have and how I personally utilize them. So every Friday from now on, at least through Q4, I'm going to run that sale. We had one person buy like 10 comic books and we sold a lot of jewelry, and the profit per piece or per item in each one still came out with absolutely what I'm okay with. And the cost of shipping was great because they're lightweight items. So it's just something to think about. This is something you can do in addition to or in lieu of the markdown sales. Here's where you choose what kind of discount. An extra 20% off, an extra amount off of however many items. So this is where I set it up to be 50 on 2, but you could do 50 on 5, whatever you want to do. Or 20% off 1 item. Or you can do a dollar amount off of a specific dollar amount. You have usage limits. So you could say, I'm going to do 50% off on 2 items over the weekend, but I don't want anyone to get my real expensive stuff. So you can set a monetary limit here or no limit. You can set a budget. Item eligibility. This is where you choose your categories. So you could specifically only choose your low-end stuff, your lightweight stuff you get wholesale, stuff you have low cost of goods on. You could do it so you're excluding your expensive items. So you could run really great coupons and just exclude your higher end luxury items you don't want in there. When you pick the eligibility, you're going to go by either eBay category or store category. I feel like it's easier to choose your store category because you have that set up in a way that makes sense to you, and you can pick and choose to include or exclude based on how you have your items categorized. Or you can even choose by specific items. It'll just let you choose right here. I'm never going to do this because I have 5,000 items that I'm not going through them all. Then you get to add a description and a photo. So they offer 3 photos here. I never like the ones they suggest. I really don't. So I'll usually go into my eBay store and pick an item that I really think is cute or just neat looking, like a nice men's Western shirt, something that stands out, an item I really like. And I will just steal the photo from my own listing, save it to my computer, and add it in here. The weekend coupon I have running right now actually has a little Pikachu and a witch hat. He's like a little Halloween Pikachu. I picked him because he's cute for the season. I'll probably pick one of my Christmas plushies. I have some really cute Christmas squishmallows, so I may pick one of their photos as we get towards Christmas. But you can put any photo you want in here. You can even just make a graphic of your store. I say that, and I was going to show you. You could even just use your graphic of your store, whatever you want. And whatever you want to write here. Remember what I said at the beginning. You want it to sound good. You want it to sound juicy. You want to lure people in. So 50% off this weekend. Only 20% off early bird holiday shoppers. But make it sound good. Then you get to select the duration. So on my private coupon code, the one I put in the feedback and send in newsletters and such, that one does not have an end date nor a start date. It's just kind of hanging out. I think they make you pick an end date, and I may have gone out as far as they let me. We can look in a second. And my weekend one, again, when I set it up Friday morning, I just pick that day. You can say the time closest to where you're at. And then I'll pick that next Monday at midnight Pacific. Okay. I do not want to save this as a draft, and I do not want to launch it. So I'm going to go back to my list here and see how I set up. So this is my weekend one that just ended. Weekend coupon. It's called Shop Hippo. I'll reset that for next Friday through Sunday. And again, I'm going to keep using this one at least through Q4 just to see how it does. And then after Q4 into the first of the year, I'll probably keep using it if it seems to be doing well. The first quarter for used clothing resellers is really good usually as well. A lot of people have extra money to spend on themselves coming out of the holidays. And it's when people are starting to get their tax returns. There's actually a lot of folks that will tell you the first quarter is actually the Q4 for the used clothing sellers. So keep that in mind as well. And then, yeah, I just picked it out as far as they would let me. I did find it. So I named this one auto feedback, just so I know this is the one that I stick in my auto feedback. It's just an extra 20% off, but it's just the name of my store. So this is also the one that I will send out to entice buyers to come back and buy more. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down below. I'll be more than happy to help anybody set coupons up or decide a strategy for your coupons. Times are tough, and we have to do whatever we can do to get people into our stores and buy. I don't want you guys racing to the bottom. No, I absolutely do not want people to start racing to the bottom and freaking out because they're not making enough money, they're not making enough sales, and their profits are low. The economy is bad. I understand the mentality. Believe me, I understand the freak out and panic that happens when folks start racing to the bottom, but that doesn't have to be the answer. You can run sales, you can do newsletters, you can do coupons. We're going to talk about sales in tomorrow's video, and I'll go over some more of this with you. And then over the weekend, I'm going to do a little video on how to set your store up, and we'll talk more in depth. But the answer isn't to lower your prices. It's to keep your prices where they're at and run the sales and do the coupons. You're technically, yes, lowering your prices, but it's through a deal. It's through a sale. You're not trashing the market. And when the economy turns, it always has to. It will someday. Or when it's holiday season, you just take your sales off or end the coupons and you've got your prices back up high where people will pay them. So don't let your panic make you do stupid shit. I'm sorry, but racing to the bottom is stupid. It's stupid shit. I will die on this hill, and I will call anybody out on here or to their face. I will go to a reseller event and stand on the stage and tell people to raise their hand if you race to the bottom, and I will point at each one of them and go, you're a turd. Run your sales and do your coupons. Yeah, go set up some coupons, guys. Go come up with a strategy. Go set up some coupons. Maybe go through your email and see if you have some of those marketing things I talked about, and maybe type up some cookie cutter stuff on your phone or your computer that you can save to use in your newsletters and coupons. I'm going to have the newsletter video pop up at the end in case you didn't watch that yet. That is super important because you can use that hand in hand with the coupons and the sales we're going to go over tomorrow. So you can set these events up and then notify people of them, right? Just like those emails I want you to go read. All right, I'll see you guys next time. You're the best. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.